Within the UTOE cosmology, the concept of reality as experienced by individuated consciousness is fundamentally depicted as a dynamic, experiential dream. This dream emerges as a direct consequence of differentiation occurring within the undifferentiated source consciousness, known as the eternal all-none-one, the EANO. To fully grasp this principle, one must first appreciate that all existence, perceived as reality by an individuated aspect of source consciousness, IASC, originates from and resides within consciousness itself. The notion that perceived reality is illusory or dreamlike is far from novel. Historically, this understanding has profound roots across various ancient cosmologies and philosophical traditions. Ancient and mystical traditions have pointed to the illusory nature of reality, or the experiential condition. In Vedantic philosophy, reality is termed Maya, meaning illusion or deceptive appearance. Brahman, the absolute reality, manifests as the experiential world through differentiation, but remains ultimately undivided and unchanged. Buddhist philosophy, particularly within the Mahayana tradition, teaches that phenomena are fundamentally empty, Sunyata, and devoid of intrinsic existence. Reality as perceived is conditioned by perception and thus lacks independent objective reality. The concept of Tao in Taoist philosophy similarly alludes to the impermanence and fluidity of perceived reality, wherein the Tao itself is formless and beyond conceptualization, giving rise to all differentiated phenomena. Western philosophical and scientific traditions, too, repeat the same message. Plato's allegory of the cave describes reality as mere shadows on a cave wall, indicating the perceptual limitations inherent in human consciousness and illustrating a layered reality, with deeper truths hidden beneath superficial appearances. Descartes' Cogito argument highlighted the primacy of consciousness, famously stating, "Cogito ergo sum," I think therefore I am. However, this contains a logical fallacy, as existence logically precedes thinking. To correct this, the UTOE cosmology insists upon the accurate formulation, sum ergo cogito, I am, therefore I think, emphasizing that existence must precede conscious activity. Quantum mechanics, particularly the observer effect and quantum entanglement, further challenges classical materialist views. Experimental evidence implies that observation, perception, actively influences reality at fundamental levels, making consciousness inseparable from reality itself. In contemporary discourse, the simulation theory has emerged prominently. Scientists and philosophers propose reality might be analogous to a sophisticated simulation generated by advanced intelligence. While various iterations of this theory have been proposed, from philosophical speculations by Nick Bostrom to technological interpretations by leading scientists, the foundational implication remains: reality is fundamentally information-based and contingent on perception. The UTOE cosmology further refines and expands upon these historical and contemporary frameworks by establishing consciousness itself as the fundamental substrate from which all experiential reality arises. Reality, in the UTOE cosmology, is not merely passive phenomena observed by consciousness. It is actively created, structured, and experienced within and by consciousness through a dynamic interplay of intent, perception, and differentiation. From the perspective of the eternal being, the EANO, there is no external reality separate from itself. Reality is an infinite, multifaceted dream arising from and within the undifferentiated state of pure potentiality known as Wuji. As the EANO engages in differentiation, it manifests innumerable individuated aspects of source consciousness, IASCs, each uniquely experiencing reality within nested layers or dimensions. The nested layers of reality represent different levels of perception and experiential capacity. IASC Prime, Paramatman. The original dreamer within the construct, holding the broadest, most unified perspective of the dream, analogous to a lucid dreamer fully aware of the dream's nature. IASC Sub-Primes, individual entities humans, experience increasingly differentiated, localized versions of the dream. Humans, for instance, experience a highly individualized, subjective reality within a collectively structured environment, shaped by consensus beliefs and shared perceptions. Within this nested structure, each layer of reality acts simultaneously as phenomena, the actual experiences and perceptions of consciousness at various levels: structured medium, construct. The energetic, informational, and perceptual framework that enables these experiences to manifest coherently. This dual nature of the dream aligns with contemporary physics descriptions of reality as a hologram or simulation. Each IASC perceives a personalized reality, uniquely filtered through their consciousness, intentions, beliefs, and perceptions. Yet all these individualized realities intersect within shared environments, manifesting collective experiences. Addressing the hard problem of consciousness, the inability of materialist perspectives to explain subjective experience, the UTOE Cosmology transcends materialist limitations by positing consciousness itself as foundational. This inherently subjective and perceptual framework elegantly resolves the difficulty posed by external objective validation. Reality, therefore, does not require external objectivity apart from consciousness, as its very existence is contingent upon conscious perception and intentional differentiation. Ultimately, the UTOE cosmology presents the construct of consciousness as an infinite creative dream, perpetually unfolding through the interactions of intent, perception, and differentiation within consciousness itself. This cosmological paradigm acknowledges the illusory yet experientially vivid nature of reality, providing a cohesive, comprehensive explanation, bridging ancient wisdom traditions, modern philosophical inquiries, and cutting-edge scientific insights.